The Torah tells us in this week's Parshas that there's an obligation to put Batei Din in every city. What's the purpose of the Beis Din? What's the purpose of all these courts? V'shaftua sa'am mishpat tzedek, to adjudicate in a proper way. What exactly happens? What goes in front of the Beis Din? So the Torah tells us, Ki palei me'mecha davar la mishpat. When you're not sure about something, when there's a judgment that you're not sure about, bein dam ledam, bein din ledin, bein nega lenega, it could be a question of tuma and tahara. It could be a question of mamonus, of monetary matters. It could be a question of tzaras. It could be a question of tuma and tahara. So many details, isser v'heter, different things that need to be determined. Divrei rivos b'sharecha, where there's a dispute, there's an argument. V'kamtor v'alisa elam mekom asher yibchar Hashem Elokecha bo. And you're going to get up and you're going to go to the place that Hashem has chosen. You're going to go potentially to the Beis Din ad Gadol. Ubasar el hakohanim alvim vel hashavit asher b'yamim hahem. You're going to go in front of the court. V'darashta v'gidu lecha eis devar mishpat. They're going to tell you what the Torah wants. What is the appropriate ruling? V'yasisa al pi hadavar asher yidu lecha. We have to act according to what is told to us. And however they paskin, that is how we are to conduct ourselves. In the Oznayim LaTorah, Rav Saratskin notices that there's something a little bit strange. Everything is written bilashon yachid. The Torah tells us ubasa v'darashta, you'll go v'kamta v'alisa, you're going to go everything in the singular. So he says, Kol ha'par nemra b'lashon yachid. Why is it that everything's in the, it could be, it's being told to all of Klal Yisrael, it's being told to the multitudes, and especially if you're going, because there's some sort of fight, some sort of disagreement, it takes two people in order to have a disagreement. So v'kam tam, you'll go up, and you will go. But no. Why is it that the Torah, what's the Torah alluding to? So he explains something so critical. See, when I have a disagreement with somebody, and it's a Torah disagreement, even if it's over a monetary matter, and I'm going in front of the Beis Din, we are not supposed to go in with the perspective that we're adversaries. Yes, we both legitimately think that we're right. But the goal isn't to win. The goal is to get to the emes. We have ki'ish echad. We have one perspective. Is that we want to get to the truth of what the Torah is saying. And that's so critical. There are disputes that happen. And disputes can happen amongst people who are good people and genuinely believe that they are right. It doesn't have to be that somebody is lying, but we see things through our own perspective, and sometimes our perspective is skewed. The Torah talks about shochad, but not taking bribery, because when we're involved in something, sometimes we have a different perspective. But when we go to Beis Din, which is the right place to go, that is the place in which Torah decisions are supposed to be made. We're not allowed to. There's an Isser Barkos, there's a prohibition to go to secular courts to have matters adjudicated with another Jew. But when we go, the purpose is to get to the truth. It's not to win. And that is a very different experience. Do we want? Of course we want to win. But more than we want to win, we want to know, what does the Torah want? And that's the Torah is hinting to us with V'kam Tov Elisa, with everything being written B'lashon Yachid, that even when we have a dispute with somebody, even when we disagree, and we go to the Rav, and we go to the base, we go to whoever it is, the goal should not be to win. The goal should be to get to the emes, to tell the truth, to present the sides, and see what the emes is, to see what the truth is. Because ultimately, that is what prevails. And it doesn't mean that we're not allowed to try to stand for what we think is correct. But we have to make sure that we're doing it with the right perspective to get to Amita Shel Torah. And when we do that, so that brings Shalom. There's nothing wrong with going to Beis Din, but when we leave, when we go to the end result for a Beis Din who's proper, who works to Paskin, so we can have a certain amount of relief that we know that we did what we're supposed to. HaKadosh Baruch Hu ultimately runs the world. And as long as we do what we're supposed to do and follow the Dvar Hashem, whatever it is that we're supposed to be having, we're supposed to be given, will come to us.